Hey guys, how's it going? This is Michael.
This is Kyle.
And this is our Monster Trucks review. Kyle's back now. Kyle is back.
I am back. I had a great time in Seattle.
Yeah?
Had a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody I was hanging with, Bonnie and Sabrina. That was a lot of fun.
Now, I hear it's really depressing in Seattle. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. It's incredibly depressing in Seattle. I'm glad I don't live there. The weather is terrible, but I'm someone who loves terrible weather. And, you know, we're from California.
Well, that's convenient then.
And we're sick of the sun. And I'm very happy with rain all the time, and I'm very happy with clouds all the time.
Well,
especially because we were in a drought for a very long time before this last season.
And we technically still are in a drought, so if you can donate bottles of water to California, that'd be great.
Good. We should have. Why don't we have waters here?
Because we're in a drought. And we don't have regular access to bottled water.
That's
I'm kidding. We have access to bottled water. That was a joke. Anyway, we're reviewing Monster Trucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what's Monster Trucks. I haven't heard anything about this.
I guess we'll find out. It's a new trailer that dropped, and from what I hear, it's very interesting. So we'll see. We'll see what the story is and exactly what's going on with this thing.
All right. Well, let's get right into it then. Monster Trucks comes out in 2017.
Hey, Trip. Hey, Sam. You want to see something crazy? I'm just sleeping out right now. Jody, never seen anything like this.
Local residents have reported numerous sightings of an unidentified creature.
We're looking for something unusual, something dangerous.
Switches to a bigger wrench.
It's a good throw.
What are you?
There's something going on here. I don't even know how to begin to explain.
Take a look. He likes hiding in my truck.
This thing is awesome and it's smart.
It is an engine for my truck.
Isn't that right, Creech?
You named him Creech. Think you can keep up with me? You got it!
You see that?
Show off! Aren't you curious about where it came from?
I'm gonna get you home and away from whoever's after you.
I love you too.
Trip, watch out! Now's a good time to take charge!
Let go! I can see better than you! Hey, get back in there!
Trip touched his eye!
Trip, this man might have a word with you.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Yes, you are. The monster is in the truck!
Hey, did you see that? Did that just happen?
Oh, yeah, it did.
I'm a scientist. I want to help you. We're a family.
What do you need? Trucks.
Oh, you picked something up from watching me?
A week ago, you were riding a bicycle.
Oh, I really hope they have the seatbelts on.
Let's go!
Okay, Creech, let's get you fed.
I like your truck.
Thanks.
It's gasoline. I don't know how to react to that.
Right?
That's such an interesting movie, I guess, is the best way to phrase it.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the positives first.
Okay.
Hollywood is trying new ideas.
Yeah.
And we're not getting remakes. We're not getting sequels. We're not getting reboots.
Yeah. This is a brand new...
That's a very unique, original idea.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure it's not entirely original. I'm sure things like this have happened before, but we haven't seen something like this in Hollywood in a long time.
My preconceived notion, my conditioned mind here, when I heard Monster Trucks, I was thinking they were going to do the same thing like, do you remember Small Soldiers from back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
They had like the G.I. Joes and they had like the life of the G.I. Joes. Almost like a Toy Story now that I think about it, but a little bit more grungy than Toy Story was.
Right.
But I was thinking like they were going to take like kids' monster trucks and kind of make a story around them, kind of like how Small Soldiers was.
No, this is
this is literally a monster inside of a truck.
Yeah, it's literally monster trucks.
Huh. That is a very interesting concept.
The question I have is, who exactly is this aimed for? Because the demographic is kind of befuddling me right now.
Yeah. It's kind of ambiguous.
It's not exactly for kids, because kids get, there's that thing where in Finding Nemo when the mom gets eaten in the first,
Yeah.
whatever, like that scared kids. I remember being in the
And
theater
a lot of other
kids,
Pixar Disney movies.
and kids
yeah.
and kids left the theater and everything. So kids, I feel, would be scared by this, but adults
But you
would
know, see
think
how
this is
how funny the monster was. It was big, had big eyes.
Well,
and
it
was
reminds-
fun. It was a fun monster.
It's a we have to get the monster back to his family thing, right? So it's like Flipper.
Kinda seems
It's like
yeah.
Flipper in
Okay.
that sense,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And except for it's about monster trucks and it's a little bit more actiony or whatever. And there's I'm sure the government villain or the people who want to take the monster to do experiments on it
Yeah,
or whatever.
they didn't really
and,
look like they were government people necessarily. They just looked
whoever
like
they were.
whoever. Yeah. But I understand.
But
your
yeah,
point.
it's that villain who wants the monster
They're
for
the
his own
antagonist.
nefarious,
Yeah, exactly.
reasons and everything. So it seems like for as original as it is, it seems like a by the numbers type of buddy picture,
Yeah.
that type of thing. But yeah, I'm curious to like who's it for. I think adults are going to find it a little too silly and a little too
Childish
ridiculous.
but honestly, I think it does appeal to children more than anything else because
Yeah.
the monster doesn't look scary. The monster doesn't look anything like that.
It's
but
friendly. It's a friendly
Yeah,
monster.
exactly.
But it does look weird.
inside of a truck.
And I guess you have to give that kind of monster tentacles because it needs to be able to control everything in the
Yeah.
car. So the design, I guess, would have to be, like octopus.
There's some physics there that's kind of getting
Octopus-like?
past me. I just don't understand. What's the practicality of a monster controlling a truck and making
He could
the
do
wheels
jumps. He could climb roofs.
Yeah.
You saw what
I mean,
he could
it's
do.
extremely practical, but like the ability of it I don't know. That just it's kind of, and then you have the guys coming after the monster. I don't know. It just all seems kind of off the wall.
Is that a pun?
No pun intended.
Okay.
That was extremely punny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the monster trucks. You had the actor, the Havoc. From,
That was the guy.
X-Men.
From X-Men. Yeah.
At the beginning. So I don't know. I kind of saw this was funny to me. Originally, Havoc looked like what was the guy from Supernatural? The guy that I'm thinking of from Supernatural.
Jared Padalecki.
Jared Padalecki. His name in this is Sam, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his name in Supernatural is Sam. So when I heard Sam and that actor that looks like Jared Padalecki, to me, that was just like, oh, I'm watching Supernatural right now.
And that affected. Well, actually, with the monster, that
Oh,
is
yeah, no,
almost
it
like
is all Supernatural.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was extremely interesting. You have to get the monster back to the family. That's just. I don't have words for what the trailer that I just saw. I don't understand it very much.
I don't know.
What do you think of the graphic? Like at one point when she's like holding the eye inside the thing, like that looked
It was
terribly done to me.
Yeah, you're right. That's something I can do on my computer.
Yeah.
Like and it didn't. I mean, do we know the budget that was in this movie?
125 million.
So we know that there was a budget of 100.
There was a big budget for this movie. 125 million. Yeah.
But again, I applaud studios for taking risks and doing new things because we've seen so many reboots and so many remakes that we're getting kind of worn out. But there's also a reason that reboots and remakes are done because they carry a name and they garner interest.
Yeah.
And new ideas don't always garner interest. And the studios will, I'm glad they took the risk. But unfortunately, something like this might not pay off.
I was going to say, unfortunately, I don't think this type of movie is going to pan out.
This is only the one trailer, and they have a whole year. And part of the, when they show trailers and everything, especially like if you watched Age of Ultron, the first trailers before they released the final trailers in the final movie, visual effects are still being done.
They do touch it up. They touched it up in Civil War as well with Spider-Man. Spider-Man didn't look nearly as good in the previews as he did in the actual movie itself.
Yeah,
so they definitely do touch it up. I'm just fearful that this movie's kind of going to bomb, and then it's going to kind of look at maybe new ideas isn't a very good thing.
Well, that's the same premise with our video game movies. That if the video game movies bomb, that could set the video game
precedent that they're not going to do anymore. Yeah. And then we'll never get our Legend of Zelda movie. Wow. How will we get our Legend of Zelda movie if all the video game movies go away?
We'll have to fan make our own Legend of Zelda movie.
We will. But yeah, so interesting movie. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I probably won't see it in theaters, to be honest.
I mean, it doesn't look terribly interesting.
No.
But I wouldn't mind checking it out if I was like on TV or something.
Yeah.
Like I would check it out.
Yeah,
it looks like a Nickelodeon kids movie that you would see.
And it is by Nickelodeon.
Is it by Nickelodeon?
Yeah, Nickelodeon had a hand in
it. That.
But yeah, so I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. I'm curious to see what the next trailer is like. See if it has a different kind of sort of tone for it.
Yeah, I'm not really curious with the next trailer. I think I've had enough with just that trailer. But again, like I like the idea.
I'm excited to see Havoc in a new role, though. Yeah, I'm excited to see Havoc in another movie that's not necessarily him with superpowers. It's him controlling somebody with essentially superpowers.
I don't think I've ever seen something else with him in it.
I don't think I have either. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening and joining us on this very creative and interesting movie.
Yeah. Guys, like this video, comment, subscribe. Are you interested in this movie? I mean...
How do you feel? How does this movie make you react? Is my question.
Yeah. I don't even know what you would compare this movie to. Has there been a movie like this before? Is what I'm curious about.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. What was that one? Maybe that space one? What was that? Not Space Kid? Space Kid from way back in the day?
Star Kid
from way back in the day, because isn't that a kind of an alien coming from, and it kind of is a different type of thing?
But do we even know that this is an alien? We don't even know that he's an alien.
That's true. He looked like he was friends with Nessie there. He was kind of swimming in the lake with him.
He could be a sea monster. We don't know.
Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. As always, this is Michael.
This is Kyle.
And this has been a critique on the universe of trailers.
Later.
Thank you for listening to Universal Critics Podcast. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us at universalcritics.com.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
I will find him! I do not need your sympathy or your admiration. All I need is your compliance.
Let me explain what's happening here. You are a criminal.
What are you doing?
Find me when you wake up.
Shadows in the night, completely unseen.